First up, Palestinian militant group the Islamic Jihad has released a video footage of Israeli hostage Arbel Yehoud, who is due to be released on Thursday. Now, in the one-minute video, Yehud appears distressed as she states her identity and says that the date is January 25th, which means the video could be filmed on Saturday. Yehud reassures her family that she is okay and says that she hopes to return home soon, like the other girls. In the video, further, she calls on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to do everything in his power to secure the release of the remaining hostages in Gaza. Arbel Yehoud was supposed to be released last Saturday, but the Hamas instead released 4 IDF surveillance soldiers, following which Israel blocked the return of Palestinians to northern Gaza. Later, Israel announced that the dispute has been resolved and the militant group is set to release 6 hostages in 2 batches this week, including Yehud and the last remaining surveillance soldier, Agam Berger. Israeli government spokesman David Mencer said 8 of the hostages due to release in the first phase of a truce deal between Israel and the Hamas are dead.
I can confirm that Israel has received from the Hamas terrorist organization, a list that includes the status of all of the 33 hostages due to be released in this first stage. The list from Hamas matches Israel's intelligence. So I can share with you that 25 of our hostages are alive and 8 have been killed by Hamas.
In Gaza, masses of displaced Palestinians returned to the north after Israel and the Hamas reached a deal for the release of 6 more hostages. A sea of people moved through the Netzarim corridor into the north, watched over by Israeli tanks. Late on Monday, the Hamas authorities said that more than 300,000 displaced had returned during the day to the north. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump on Monday reiterated his desire to move Palestinians from Gaza to safer locations such as Egypt or Jordan. Trump said he would like to get them living in an area where they can live without disruption and revolution and violence. When pressed on what that would mean for the two-state solution, Trump said that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will soon be visiting Washington to meet with him. According to US officials, the Israeli leader is hoping to meet with Trump in Washington as early as next week. Trump had floated the idea to quote-unquote clean out Gaza on Saturday, though the idea was swiftly rejected by Jordan and Egypt. Following which, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio on Monday held a call with Jordan's King Abdullah II. The State Department said that the Secretary and King Abdullah discussed implementation of the ceasefire agreement in Gaza, the release of hostages, and creating a pathway for security and stability in the region. Furthermore, the Israeli military on Monday said that it eliminated over 15 terrorists and arrested 40 wanted people during a major raid in the occupied West Bank city of Jenin. Backed by bulldozers and warplanes, the military launched last Tuesday its Iron Wall operation in Jenin and its adjacent refugee camp. According to Palestinian Health Ministry, Israeli troops or settlers have killed more than 860 Palestinians in the West Bank since the start of the Gaza war, while Israeli official figures say that at least 29 Israelis have been killed in the territory over the same period. Meanwhile, in the occupied West Bank city of Tulkarem, an Israeli airstrike killed 2 Hamas fighters on Monday. Palestinian news agency Wafa identified the 2 killed as Ramez Damiri and Ihab Abu Atwi. According to the Israeli military, Abu Atwi was the Hamas chief in Tulkarem, responsible for numerous armed attacks. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.